Hi guys, this is Jeremy Nat for Permanent Acres, and this is the third video in the Darth Maul Galaxy's Edge Legacy conversion here. And quite a few things have changed in between the last video and the next video that's coming out. And I'm going to explain to you these changes, what you're seeing when the next video comes up. So just so you're not super surprised when you see the next video. Be like, man, that's changed quite a bit, kind of thing. So in between videos there was a Prophy board shortage, so I decided that I was not going to use two Prophy boards in any of my installs for myself. So I saved every Prophy board that I had for customer installs, and that's it. So, and then the first Prophy board they ended up putting into one of my own hilts since the Prophy board shortage kicked in was that Grandmaster from CC Sabers I got, and that was after CC Sabers and KR Sabers started restocking Prophy boards. So it's like my main supplier right now for Prophy boards is CC Sabers. So I end up going to the custom saber shop, ordering a Nano Biscotte V4. I was going to order a second one, but they never restocked it. So I went onto the Facebook groups, put out a couple questions asking around for anybody that's got a unused Nano Biscotte V4. One guy ended up responding back. I paid $50 for a Nano Biscotte that didn't end up being used. He had gotten it wired up and then went with something else. So I ended up desoldering all the wires off of it, tested it, and everything worked perfectly on it. Yeah, non-smooth swing, only can carry 3 fonts on it, but honestly I didn't need a whole bunch of fonts for this hilt. I just needed a Darth Maul sound font, and I wanted to get an Obi-Wan on there and a Savage press, which I end up doing that exact thing. I end up taking 3 CFX fonts that I had purchased previously, and I dumbed them down to the frequency to work on the Nano Biscotte V4, because I tried the standard frequency for CFX on it and it didn't work out right. So I dumbed it down and it works perfectly. And then the other thing that you notice is I am not using the chassis setup that I had in the previous video. Since from that video on, I started working on 3D rendering and 3D design, and I've been progressing and studying and got to the point where I was actually starting to make my own chassis. So I end up designing a fully removable chassis for this setup, working with the 12mm AV switch and this screw-in section right here. Use these two to help locate it in place and hold it in place, and it just worked out just right. And you'll see all the other features of the chassis and such, and then a lot of the other components that was needed in here as far as 3D printing. I ended up printing it out, including the cover tag / kill key for the hilt right there. End up designing this one out, printing it out, and I still got to print out another one for this side, but that'll happen shortly. I got a chassis that I have to print out for a customer right now. I'll print out his chassis and I'll print out my other cover tag. It's been almost a year since I actually bought these lightsabers, so it's like, and now I'm finally finishing out the series. The first 2 videos from this are from like earlier this year, and the next few videos are from you're going from like early spring to late fall. For part 4 is like late fall 2021, while the last video was back in like around March of 2021. So I'm just want to explain it out, like the time difference between the 2 videos. Right now we're in November of 2021, and I'm trying to explain everything in between. Yeah, I ended up getting a fully removable chassis on there, and the Nano Biscotte was the biggest change on this one. And with the Nano Biscotte setup for a 1 switch setup, so those side switches I completely eliminated them as far as being usable switches, and then you'll see what I use them for in the next video. So thank you for listening to me ramble on about everything that happened in between. Later.
Thank you for watching this video. If you liked this video, then please press the like button.
And if you like what you've been watching, please hit the subscribe button.
To see our latest video, click on the link to the right.
Thank you again. Later.